Welcome to the Hockey Dad Leafs Reactions.
Look at that. The birds are out, birds are chirping, sun is shining. What a great Friday morning here in Doha, Qatar. And I've just completed both the Toronto Maple Leafs versus Montreal Canadiens and Toronto versus Vancouver games. Well, yesterday I completed the Habs game with my son. A little bit of a delay, but hey, can't go wrong. Thank you, NHL TV. Honestly, it's been a godsend here. I get to watch the games, any game I want. Yeah, it's on a delay, but what can you do? Obviously, if I'm up at 2 a.m., I can watch it live. And sometimes that's happening with a 7-week-old. Anyway, today's Leafs reaction is a doubleheader. We'll go over the Leafs Habs game first, followed by Leafs Vancouver. Let's get right into it. And first up, we got the Leafs versus the Habs in game 49. And the Leafs come out with the exact same lineup that absolutely crushed the Winnipeg Jets and all their hopes for taking over first. Poor Jets, now in third. What a losing streak. Anyway, let's get right into it. We'll just go by basically the play-by-play bit. So first period, Cole Caulfield. He's there, he's playing the Leafs, and he gets absolutely crushed by the official. Probably the best hit of the game. And on the play, though, the ref is on his butt, blows the whistle, because Tyler Toffoli took a slashing penalty against Galchenyuk. So Leafs go to the power play, and what a power play goal. Literally, who was it? Matthews feeds it back to Riley. Riley to Marner. One-touch pass. Tavares and Nylander are both there in front of the net, somehow wide open. Nylander's the one who puts it in. Beautiful goal. 1-0 Leafs. Next big chance, it's the Leafs again, and it's a 3-on-1. And I think it's Simmons who feeds Kerfoot, and he misses the net on a 3-on-1. I tell you, the last few games, Leafs 3-on-1, not good. 2-on-1, decent. Right after that, the puck ends up dropping on top of the net, and Kerfoot somehow, I think he bats it, so it goes in front of the net, and he gets high-sticked by Romanov. No call. No call at all. And then, like 30 seconds later, Jumbo Joe takes a penalty, tripping on Evans. Oh, that could have been bad. But a good penalty kill by the Leafs, including Nick Foligno. He's been a bright spot so far in this Leafs lineup. And then following that, Austin Matthews says, "I got you, boys. I got you. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the kill. I'll just score one of the goals of the year." So Foligno has the puck on the left boards in the Canadian zone. He just tries to do a little saucer pass. And I forget who the Canadiens player was, but he kind of kicks at it. It pops up in the air. And as Austin Matthews is skating by him, he bats it down. And then in one full swoop shoots, whips it on net. Allen has no idea what's going on. No one does. Austin was pumped after. Montreal was in awe. And it's 2-0. Following that, Campbell, I'm going to say Campbell was busy tonight, and he was solid. 650 in, Campbell with a nice save on Perry, and then he has to make a second one without his stick. Then a minute later, Montreal has a great chance, and Anderson misses his slot chance from a beautiful feed by Petrie. I don't know where he was shooting, because that entire blocker side was open. He misses it glove hand side, well wide, and it stays 2-0. Then, more Montreal chances. John Tavares with a giveaway. He had about 2 or 3 like this in the game. Giveaway to Toffoli. Campbell bails him out. Not once, but twice. He stops him short side, and then, of course, Toffoli goes to the front of the net. He tips a point shot in. Campbell steers that aside as well. Allen can't be undone, though. He robs Matthews on a 2-on-1. Foligno stop up, feed Matthews. Matthews dekes to his backhand, tries to go 5-hole. Allen read it all the way. Matthews quite upset there. I thought he was going to go backhand and do like the backhand roof it glove side, but still looking straight on the goalie. Tries to go 5-hole. It wasn't there at all. Following that, Sandin stops an odd man rush with with his, it was like, was a glove hand, and then he crunches a guy. Love Sandin. Overall, though, after the first period, the Habs outshoot the Leafs 11-7. However, I wrote down here the Leafs better chances. They had more high danger chances, in my opinion. Second period, and Marner gets a chance early on. He stopped just low right at the bottom of the circle. Campbell then makes an awkward save off a high tip. Lots of tips by Montreal today. They were getting those point shots through. They were getting tips. Campbell was steering them aside. This one in particular, it was kind of like, I don't know, like an old man, straight legs bent over, Timmy Thomas style, but it works. Allen, you know what? Like, he let in a couple goals this game, but he still played well, in my opinion. Or it could have been like a 7-1 game instead of, the 4-1 win. Allen robs Spezza point blank after a good forecheck by Brooks. Brooks on the forecheck was great this game. Merrill then takes a penalty on Thornton. Though Habs get the best chance on the Leafs power play. They get 2 good chances early, but Campbell's solid, following the puck each time. The second unit then comes out. Spezza, of course, wins his own defensive zone draw. Leafs break in. Thornton gets a good chance. Allen gets the arm on it. It was actually quite a hard shot from Jumbo Joe. Good look for him. But that's it for the power play. Fourth line then comes out, and they just keep up their chemistry. They have a great cycle, and they get the puck up to Muzzin, and Merrill scores on Jake Allen with the tip. Thank you, Joe Merrill. John Merrill? I don't care who it is. He scored. Now, Thornton was there. He probably could have tipped it as well, but we'll take it. Muzzin scores. Thornton points at Muzzin right away. It's 3-0. Montreal almost gets right back into it as Armia gets sent in alone, as Hall makes probably his worst decision in a few games. I know a couple games ago on that losing streak, he was making some poor decisions. This was a bad one. Bad read in the neutral zone. Absolutely ugly. But Campbell is back to his winning ways. He makes like the glove save, but holds in tight. Comes out, makes himself big. Bails out Hall, bails out the Leafs again. He follows this up, stopping another tipped point shot. You know, like I wrote down, he made himself big this game. His positioning was key. He stopped Frelick as well after. And then Sandin, he's aggressive after taking a few big hits against Winnipeg and taking out Blake Wheeler. He wallops Evans. Probably boarding, yeah, probably boarding. But you know what? I like Sandin getting rough out there. Let's go with that smooth poise he has on the ice. You know, it's like, okay, he's not going to do much, and all of a sudden, boom. Anyway, Montreal eventually beats Campbell. So they're down 3-0. They eventually beat Campbell, and it was Suzuki. He had good speed, and it's Hall again. Another bad decision. He's late on the pickup. He doesn't close the gap quick enough. His stick is kind of a lazy stick in there. Suzuki through the legs of Hall. Nice shot. Short side posting in. Campbell, he couldn't read it. I'm just going to say a great goal by him. Slow read by the Leafs. So what did Leafs do? Let's throw out Superman and Simmons. And they bounce back right away with chances. Then a minute left. Anderson, he's a big boy. He's a fast guy, and he crunched Riley. Absolutely crunched him. But it lit a fire under Riley's ass. And he just gave it right back to him. Yeah, they were like cross checks, but I don't care. Like, you know, the Leafs are a dirty team, aren't they? Let them go. But Leafs pour it on. Matthews almost tips a Foligno shot in. Then he almost bats one out of the air. He like tips it to himself over a Canadian stick. It's in the air. And then bats it. Allen had to be sharp on it. Good save. It was Crosby-esque. Obviously not as smooth as Crosby, and Crosby scored. Still looks good. Overall, though, Montreal outshot the Leafs again after 2. Leafs are up 3-1. Third period now, and just a few points. Anderson gets the first good chance for Montreal off a face-off win. It's stopped by Jack. Sandin then has a great box out there because the puck came out into the slot. Sandin box out Lehkonen on the rebound. It was nice. 16 minutes left in the third, and Willie gets sent in on a half break. He gets stopped. Then Galchenyuk goes to the box with a high stick and caught Kanyemi. Luckily, it was only 2 minutes. It could have been 4. He was bleeding, but I still think that's a stupid rule. The whole blood thing, in my opinion. Like, it's a high stick. If it was malicious, it doesn't have to be blood to be malicious, in my opinion. But if it's a malicious high stick, then yeah, 4 minutes. But if it's just like an accidental one, especially like this, 2 minutes is fine. Anyway, Leafs kill it. It was a successful kill, chaotic kill, but successful. Nice save on Weber's one-timer by Campbell. He read it all the way. Post-kill, Campbell then still has to stay sharp, makes another save, this time on Evans. 12:30 left in the third. Leafs finally get a break, and it's Matthews feeding Marner. It's only a half break. Marner's dog-tired at this point. He gets stopped. Then, luck. Wow. Hall dumps the puck in. Allen comes out to play it. Can't handle it. Spets is to it first. Again, the forecheck. Out front to Brooks. Taps it in. 4-1. And amazing. And then I just want to make some notes here on JT, because he put a crazy effort in against Jeff Petrie. Petrie has to take a penalty. JT did help it with a little bit of a hold on his own stick, on Petrie's stick, which I'm in for. And then on the power play, Tavares, blank, like point blank shots, 2 times, stopped, nothing. Then Kerfoot gets a chance from Hall. Post power play, he's stopped. McKay's speed on this play, unbelievable. Foligno's forecheck, unbelievable. Then 2:50 left, Riley tosses one high. JT's off to the races. He gets stopped again. Allen makes a good glove save. JT couldn't buy a goal this game. And that's it. Campbell makes 32 saves. Leafs win again. This one 4-1, and you always love a win over the Habs. Leafs are now 31-13-5, and we'll just go into the next game. Let's get right into the Leafs versus Vancouver. Before I get into Leafs Vancouver, I need to state, oh man, has Vancouver really screwed up, haven't they? Back-to-back to Ottawa losses. They could have been 6 points back of the Habs with 5 games in hand. Instead, they're 10. Oh, Vancouver, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, let's get right into the Leafs game.
Okay, now on to Vancouver in Game 50. And there's some lineup changes for the Leafs since, they clinched the playoffs with that Vancouver loss against the Senators. And it's time to rest some players on the back-to-back. So Riley's resting. Sandin is in, and he's playing with Brody. And like I've said before, I can see Sandin filling in that spot as early as next season, 2 years from now. He's going to be in the lineup, I think, the rest of the way. And he proved it again tonight. Muzzin's resting, and Harper makes his debut. He's playing with Hall. And then you have Dermott with Liljegren. And of course, you know what? The good thing about Travis Dermott, he can play left and right. So he switches sides. Perfect. Foligno's resting. Thornton's up with Matthews and Marner. Second line stays the same. Third line stays the same with McKay, Kerfoot, and Simmons. Then the fourth line, basically Engvall comes in and fills in Thornton's spot. And Engvall, he's the one who's kind of played himself out of the lineup. This is his chance to get back in. Again, no Robertson, and he won't be back unless it's an emergency, as the Leafs are he's 1 game away from burning that first year of ELC. You don't want to do that. But my question to you guys, I guess, is does that count with the playoffs? Comment down below if you know. Dave Riddick is in net with those awful red pads and the glove. I hate them. Come on, Dave. Get some blue, please. Hutchinson's backing him up. Campbell, just like they used to do with Freddie before he got injured, he gets the full night off. And right away, Simmons is eyeing Edler in the warm-up. Gave him some gab. And on his first shift, Edler accepts his fate. And he fights Simmons. The fight takes place, and Simmons just takes it to Edler. And that's that. Edler had to go to I think he had to get, it might have been a stitch, or he had to get something. There was swelling there. He had ice on it in the box. He went to the locker room. But I'm going to say for Alex Edler, well done for accepting responsibility of what you did to Hyman. You took the fight, didn't complain about it. Simmons went at you. You dropped the gloves. You did it. You took the beating. Good on you. Good on you. let's carry on. 17-minute mark, and the seas just part for TJ Brody. He literally just walks right in and rings one off the post. It might have been the crossbar. He surprised everyone. But right after that, Galchenyuk gets it. He follows up. Deke, backhand, just misses wide. Well done by Brody for taking that ice, and well done for Galchenyuk following up. Play continues. Matthews gets stopped point blank by Holtby, gets a second chance, but the puck just hops on him. The road to 40 is here. You know, he's got this game plus 6 more. Can he get to 40? I believe. Canucks then get a 3-on-1 rush from like within the Leafs zone, and Rasmus Sandin, what a great read. He gets down to block both the passing lane to the other players, because they didn't do like a high, wide, and drive because there wasn't enough space. So you had a small gap for the high man, but not really anything there. He literally goes down, takes the passing lane, but also the shooting lane, blocks the shot. Phenomenal. TJ Brody's already rubbing off on him. Matthews then gets some more chances. He hammers one wide, and you can tell he wants it this game. The Canucks then get a turn, and Hughes misses a great chance. He puts it high, and you know, Canucks get a chance, and then next thing you know, Spets and JT are off, and they get a chance on a 2-on-1 that doesn't work out. And then it just continues with this. Willie gets a couple of chances. Matthews fires another one wide. And I tell you, the first, 10 minutes of this game, Matthews already had 4 or 5 really good looks. Basically, first 10 minutes, it's end-to-end chances by both teams. Shots are just going wide. They're just going wide. The shots are only 2-2, which is a real shock because at that time, the chances were 15-7 for the Leafs at the 9-minute mark. Neither team could hit the net. It continues. Holtby goes, poke checks Matthews as Matthews tries to pull it around him. Then Jumbo Joe feeds Matthews a jam play. He stopped again. And I wrote down, is Holtby Matthews' kryptonite? And you know what? Like last 2 games versus Vancouver, Matthews didn't score. Tonight he's missing the net. It's like Holtby's in his head. Maybe he is his kryptonite. But as I said that, I was saying it to my obviously 7-week-old son, as he listens to me. Boom, Willie scores. It was right after those Matthews chances. They're all talking about Matthews. He's looking up to the sky, and Willie just pounces on a great opportunity. Basically, Quinn Hughes holds the puck for too long, and he tries to pass it out. It's a turnover. Puck bounces in the air. JT is in a quick battle with Edler, knocking the puck around. Edler covers JT. The loose puck goes to Galchenyuk. Hughes falls or goes down to try to block the pass or block the shot, and neither work. Galchenyuk feeds Nylander all alone, and he makes no mistake. Goes like 5-hole or far side. I couldn't really tell on the replay. After I watched it again, it looked like a 5-hole. Doesn't matter. It was literally got it, just swooped it in. 1-0 Leafs. Nylander's 16th of the season, and he keeps it up after, that whole COVID protocol thing for him. Just great awareness and assist by Galchenyuk on that play too. Tavares, of course, picks up another point. And it's 1-0 Leafs after 1. Leafs are up 7-2 on the shots. Canucks actually had no shots in the final 13 plus minutes of the first. And then the second period, and it's a great start for the Leafs because it's Marner and Matthews. First minute, 2-on-1. Hamonic literally gives Marner the whole space to go to the net. Go for it. Deke the goal if you want. Take a shot. He just moves over to Matthews. And Marner still feeds Matthews. And boom, one-timer goal. It's like clockwork. Marner is special. I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe Babcock kept these two away from each other for so long. It was like Matthews has 36 goals this year, and Marner has been the primary assist on 22 of them. I think that's what they said tonight. Or he's assisted on 22 of them. Insane. I honestly can't believe Babcock kept these two away from each other for so long. I know in the first year, Marner's with JT, and JT had 40 in year 1, but still, look at these two. They're just dynamic. Leafs are up 2-0. and that's only the first minute into the second period. And then, oh look, the Canucks get a shot on Riddick, and whew, thankfully he makes the save. And then, oh, great play at the Leafs blue line by Brooks. Puck goes to the Leafs blue line. Defenseman steps up. Brooks absorbs the hit, and the puck goes past the defender. Leafs have numbers because of it. Spezza in over the blue line, feeds Sandin. Sandin quickly over to Engvall, and the guy I say has a muffin of a shot, similar to me, rockets a wrister over the shoulder of Holtby. And holy crap, it's 3-0 Leafs. Holtby was well deep in his net there, but still, it's nice to see Engvall on the board. Sandin's at it again. Spets is on the board again too. And what a guy, Spezza. Like, great play to shield the puck, pre-pass to Sandin. Just lovely. And then right after that, the fourth line then comes out following as the play continues anyway, game continues. Fourth line comes out again, following a great third line shift. And I must say this, Adam Brooks is a player. He just does it all. I don't know how you take him out of the lineup. Forechecking, defensive responsibility. He can play the wing, center. Like, this game and previous games before, like, the fourth line has had some great puck movement. In this game, there's one shift particular in the second period. The fourth line had like great puck movement with Brody and Sandin. Engvall gets a good shot off with traffic in front. Of course, it stopped during the sequence, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, and even the third line's going as well. They had a good shift with Simmons, McCabe, and Kerfoot. Liljegren jumped in there with it as well. I loved seeing the dominant puck possession game. Following that, though, play continues a bit longer. You know, we go through a commercial or whatnot, and Canucks finally get something going. And it's Sutter. He draws a penalty on Galchenyuk or Harper. It was Galchenyuk who went in the box, but it probably could have been both. They both tripped him. He makes a sneaky little stick handling play, gets a chance for the shot. He gets tripped. I think it was a good penalty to take, to be honest with you. Vancouver's power play, I don't think will be that dangerous. You don't have Pettersson there. They're a bit shorthanded, and the Leafs penalty kill's been looking good. Yeah, they don't have Foligno tonight, but it's been looking good. And Sutter had a free chance in the slot. And the Leafs reward him anyway. You know, Galchenyuk takes the penalty. It's a needed one. Leafs kill it. Canucks only get one shot on the power play. Then 6 minutes left. Vancouver does get another power play. However, it's the Leafs with the chances first. You know, the opposite of the night before versus the Habs, where the Habs got all the chances early in one of the Leafs power play. McCabe and Kerfoot on a 2-on-1, but a bad pass by Soup. He looks skyward. Then Marner and Hall get a 2-on-1, but a bad pass by Hall. And of course, if you don't capitalize on those opportunities, bad things are going to happen. Canucks go the other way, and somehow JT Miller bounces one in off. I said sleepy Riddick here, but when you watch the replay, it's just unfortunate. It is 3-1, but on the play, it's like puck gets shot from the point, it goes to the left side, Miller's there, Riddick reacts, and he's coming back into his net, and Miller puts it on, but he doesn't put it on net. He puts it back into center ice, like a centering pass to whoever was there. I can't remember who was there. And basically, as Riddick reacts, he's just trying to get back into position. If the puck was on net, you know, Riddick might have had it. But of course, it was more like a centering pass, and it unluckily hits off Riddick. Far pad as well, his left pad, inside left pad, and it squeaks by. The Canucks are on the board. It's one of those could it be a dang it? No, it's just an unfortunate play. It happens, but that's okay. Okay, you regroup. So what do the Leafs do after every penalty kill? They throw the big three out. And post PK, of course, what do they do right away? They get a 3-on-2 rush. Willie's shot is blocked. Vancouver returns a favor. They get a 3-on-2 rush themselves. But like the Leafs, nothing comes of it. And nothing else really comes of the second period. Leafs out shooting Vancouver after 2, 18-11. Go to the third period. And just like the second period, Leafs start out strong right away. It's Matthews. He's all in. Just him, 1v1 versus defenseman, and he pulls off a spinorama backhand just to start the third period, because why not? He almost surprised Holtby there. If he would have got that puck up to the glove, he had it, because Holtby's glove was low. Doesn't get as much on it as I think he wanted. I'll tell you though, he definitely surprised the defenseman. Just adding more to his repertoire. Um, then just a bit of a boring third period. JT gets a chance on a 2-on-1 with Nylander, but Holtby stands his ground. Mikheyev almost feeds Simmons in all alone, but Chatfield bats it down out of the air. That was a really good play. Overall, though, this period, my eyes were just glued to Sandin when he was on the ice. Like, his breakouts are tremendous. His poise with the puck, the way he sees the ice all game. Like, he uses his edge work, his edges to create space, open up lanes. I'm a massive fan. Like, these last few games have been like a little teaser trailer for Sandin, and this time and watching him, it's becoming like a full-on movie trailer, like a spoiler trailer. And soon to be, it's going to be a movie because he is a Leaf and he will be in this lineup going forward. He looks tremendous. I love it. Um, Also of note, just because I'm quite excited right now, who else is pumped for this Amazon docu-series on the Leafs this season? I think the rumor is coming out in like August or something like that. Hockey in August, rewatching this season. Maybe, come on, Leafs. Honestly, it's going to be phenomenal. So much stuff has happened. The Willie protocol stuff, Freddie's injury, bringing up the kids, the taxi squad stuff. Oh, it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. Anyway, 10 minutes left in the third period. Liljegren blocks a shot, and it looked scary for a bit. He was down for a bit. Still gets up into the play, but as he's getting up, coming back to his position, Vancouver misses a tap in, and they put it wide. And heartbreak for them because they're only down by 2. Following that, though, Liljegren's all right. He fights through it. Leafs then come down, and they basically just hold the Canucks into their own zone again. Fourth line does it. Then the first line does it. And in the end, it's Matthews to Marner, trying to return the favor. Holtby denies Marner. Marner then gets it to Matthews, but he's in too tight. Holtby covers up. The puck possession was great this game. A little less than 6 minutes left, and Vancouver almost gives Matthews his 37th of the year. Holtby has him again. Like, I know Matthews scored this game, but with all the chances, I still say Holtby still has his number. The last few games, anyway. 1 goal in 3 games. For anyone else in this league, that's great. But for Matthews, Holtby has your number. He does. Vancouver pulls the goalie with like 2.5 minutes left. There's an empty net. Matthews goes for it, but misses. Then he does a blast the cat, flicks the high puck for Marner to skate onto it. Nothing there. Eventually, Vancouver calls a timeout. Matthews out there again because he gets some rest, but he's not the one who scores. And Holtby's back in the net. Literally, center ice draw. Matthews wins it to Dermott. Dermott dumps it in. Kerfoot's the first one to it. Holtby's not there yet. Holtby gets back into the net, and Kerfoot just feeds Marner all alone. 1 touch, goal, NHL 21 style. It's 4-1 Leafs. Marner gets his 18th of the year. The Leafs extend their point lead in the North. They've already clinched. They have to have first by now, right? Like, secured? Oh, lovely. Vancouver? Oh, your hopes continue to dwindle. Those 2 games, like, this game was going to be hard for you to win, especially because you beat the Leafs twice already. Like, you got a pissed off Leafs team here. Leafs outchanced you, in my opinion. They outshot you. They outscored you. But those losses to Ottawa, that's painful for you. Those 2 losses this season, it's quick decline these last 3 games. Anyway, for the Leafs, however, that's 4 wins in a row. Big Save Dave gets his W, and the Leafs are now 32-13-5 after 50 games. And you know what? I liked how the Leafs rested some players. I expect more of the same in the final 6 games. Some older players to get some more rest, get some younger guys in again, get that chemistry going, Foligno and them in. Matthews might take a game or 2 off, especially if he gets to 40 already and basically has it secured. McDavid, he had his hat trick the other day, but McDavid's gunning for 100 points. What do you do? He got his hat trick the next game, he got 3 points. He's going for that 16 points in his final 9 games. I think Matthews has the rocker shard sorted, but you never know. I think if he gets to 40, he starts to rest. Anyway, Leafs, keep it going. That's it from me. Leafs are on fire. Go, Leafs, go.
And that's it from me. I just want to say thank you to those, I don't know, probably 6 people for stopping by, watching, listening. Really appreciate it. And we're on to the next one. Go, Leafs, go.